Greetings and welcome to episode 23 of my Empire War Darth mod Great Britain campaign. And this, my friends, I read the last time, where we managed, my friends, we finally brought the occupation of Edinburgh by Louisiana, my friends, that fiendish Louisiana who landed here in Liverpool and just marched their way into Scotland, which is completely open. And that, my friends, is something we have to admit here, I have to admit, was a huge mistake on my part. Let's be absolutely honest, let's hold our hands up here and say there was a huge mistake on my part by leaving Edinburgh completely undefended. So we had to launch a counterattack from sort of London, moving all up here, up the road here, this Edinburgh, so London to Edinburgh road, right here, my friends, retake it. And to be honest, we performed very, very well. This army performed exceptionally well. Only a few casualties, not a huge amount of casualties, but we did manage to absolutely wipe out that Louisiana army. But it's also taught us a valuable lesson. We will not leave Edinburgh undefended again. I'm a little worried about Dublin here, but we can indeed send a force if necessary across Dublin as well to protect that. We do have some real veteran, battle-hardened troops here that have actually been in some real conflict, my friends, some real wars here. Remember, a majority of these have been campaigning, especially this one here. Look at this army here, look at the veterancy of some of these units. It really has been fighting. Remember, we were fighting quite a brutal campaign here against the Ottomans and indeed against the Polish as well, who decided to launch an attack against us at the same time we were at war with the Ottomans. And unfortunately, we had to give up all of our territory, all the things we'd gained here, to give ourselves our breathing space. As you can see, look at the map here, look at the map. Russia, look at the size of Russia, look at the size of Poland. It is absolutely massive, my friends. It is absolutely gigantic. We are really, really going to be squeezed to find anywhere we can probably launch an attack from here that's going to give us any sort of route. But every single thing has a silver lining, my friends. Every event has a silver lining. You just have to look for it. Now, here's what's happening. Currently, France and Poland are really involved in a brutal, brutal war. Let's have a look here. This will just confirm it for you here, my friends. Look at this. At war with France. Now, France and Poland are at war with each other. Now, I do believe that Poland, they're only at trade, but their allies are Genoa. They only got allies, so they're at trade with Russia as well. So they're not allies, which means that Russia could potentially turn on Poland if the situation was right here. But what we're going to do, we're going to keep our eye on what's happening here between Poland and France. And why do I say that? Here's the reason, my friends. From a strategic and tactical point of view here, if we see Poland starting to roll up here and starting to really start to crush the French here, what we're going to do, we're going to take that opportunity to strike at France right from the offset, my friends. We're going to take our main prize here, our main sort of goal. Our eyes are firmly set upon Amsterdam and also Paris. Now, we've got the forces to take both. As you can see here, neither of them, especially here, have... Amsterdam has got no forces at all guarding. Apart from here, they do have quite... but their troops are fantastic. Look at that. Grenadiers de France. That is a staggeringly good unit. It really is a wonderful regiment of grenadiers here, but they've also got their ships. Look at their ships. I mean, their fleets are pretty monstrous. Look at that army. Look at that army. A huge cavalry heavy army here. I've got a lot of cannon here. 12 pounders. That's a 12 pounder as well. They've got no 24 pounders in this army, but it looks like that France is probably going to land this force here somewhere, maybe here, and strike Poland. Maybe might move even here and take Berlin. As you can see, Poland just rolled up everything in its path, but they are now at peace here with Prussia. I do believe they're at peace with Prussia. Yes, they're trade partners with them, so they're at peace with Prussia now after quite a brutal war. We're at peace with Sweden as well, but as you can see, Russia is here as well. Are Russia at war with Sweden? It's been a long time since we've been here. Yes, they are. I wonder if we could take the opportunity at some point. If we can see probably Sweden collapsing, we might be able to have a chance to take maybe Copenhagen, something like that. But we've got to be careful. Remember, our navies are not really much match for... mind you, our navy is more than a match for this one, really. But if we could maybe take Scandinavia, that would be a wonderful grasp for us. But we're going to keep a firm eye here on what's happening here in the middle of Europe. This clash here. Prague is the furthest sort of watermark, the tide mark that the French advance has got to. And likewise, Dresden, Saxon, Berlin is the sort of the high tide, the watermark of where Poland is at the moment. We're going to keep this with real interest, but we're not going to get involved until the time is right for us. either way, my friends, if we can strike, if we can, look at that as well, look at the size of that fleet there. That's a magnificent fleet. We got nothing to compare with that at all. And they've also got quite a full stack army in the port here of Brest as well. So we have to keep our options firmly open. We're slowly but surely building up our assets here. We've got nearly 5,000 coming in next turn. Look at the trade partners. We've got a lot of trade partners. We're allies with the Mokhals. We're at war with Louisiana. Cherokee nations of the part. Louisiana could give us a few problems. But we're slowly but surely building up our infrastructure, our economic power as well. So as you can see, we're getting a commercial port here, and in Ireland we're getting a weaver's cottage, which will give us 1,050 regional wealth here. So all the time we're trying to boost our economy, but also staying out of wars, but looking to see if those wars might give us the chance we need to take territories. Look at that, we've got not a chance standing against France. We really don't have a chance in terms of their naval might. So if we were to strike France, we would have to cross the channel here, the English Channel, and strike immediately, because they would definitely blockade all of the ports, everything. When we would be bankrupt, we'd be in big trouble. So when we strike, we have to strike when France really is at this lowest possible ebb. So when we take this, France will collapse. But then again, they've got all of these territories here. They've pretty much got all of North America in their grasp. So they are, you know, France is staggeringly powerful. They've got all Florida. They've got everything. New Spain might be a possibility for us. Maybe South America would be a nice, maybe Spain would be probably the target to hit, but then again, we don't have the fleets yet, so we really are on the back foot here in terms of what we can do. We have the armies available, but it's the money, my friends, it's the money, the trade. We just have to play our cards very close to our chest here, so we don't see a lot of fighting at the moment, my friends, a lot of action in terms of that. You're probably going to see a lot of campaign map movement here, a lot of strategic sort of maneuvering by us, a lot of diplomacy, a lot of things happening behind the scenes, you know, maybe giving technology here and there, but you may not see a lot of battles, my friends. But by damn, it's going to be a really interesting time here what we do, because look, the Ottomans have been pretty much decimated here. They've only got Syria and two regions here sort of in the south, in Central Europe, and they've just got here Moria down here by Greece. Excuse me, my friends. So by damn, Spain really is quite powerful. That's probably just, yeah, militia. Right, let's end the turn. Let's see how, let's have a look at our research and technology here. We're actually trying to really boost our naval power here as well with technology. We can't afford army board just yet, but my word, look what army board brings us. Lifeguards, Brunswick Grenadiers. Lifeguards really will serve very well in these armies, but we haven't got the facilities yet to do that. We've got everything we can here in philosophy. We've pretty much researched everything we can here as well in agriculture, metal industry and textiles. Again, we've got to grade as best we can here. And ideally we need machine tools, but then we need wealth of nations to get that, which is here. And we need a classical university, which we can't afford just yet. It's 4,000, that's a big chunk of money there. We're not going to put into universities just yet until we've got the rest of our ports up and running. We need to get Liverpool as quickly as can. We also need to get Waterford as well. And also here in Belfast. And, oh, look at that there. We've got this iron. Oh, that'll bring a nice boost there to our economy. That's going to be fantastic. Let's end the turn, my friends. Let's see what happens here. Let's just see what comes our way. See what France is going to do. Looks like France is producing quite a lot of troops here in Paris. Probably going to send them to the Eastern Front. My word, that's going to be a massive battle. Spain, Prussia, Poland. This is here. It's going to. What were they going to do? I wonder what they will do. Will they push in further into French territory here? We just need to bide our time here. Maybe if we were even to join forces with France and crush Poland, that might be an option. But look at that there. Look at that ship there. That ship there is right there, waiting to disembark a massive army. Russia again. Look at Russia. Look at the Russian territories. That empire is vast. Sweden, have to excuse me, my friends. I'm having a beverage of tea. whilst we just watch what happens here. Louisiana, don't do anything silly, Louisiana. We've got Sweden here, a fleet here from Sweden. Polo Cherokee, they're not going to be doing anything to us. Courland, we're keeping our heads below the parapet here. Okay, that's fantastic. Right, we've got more research done. Carronades. Excellent. Oh, look at that, Scotland there. Brilliant. What have we got coming in here? 3,000, that's dropped. There. Sweden's been blockaded. And so is the Ottoman Empire, but mind you, we're not getting much from the Ottomans anyway. Russia's bringing in a huge amount of money for us there. But the Mughal, they're the ones, but Sweden's been blockaded. Marvellous. Who's hit? Oh, that's why. Look at that. Jeepers creepers, that fleet is absolutely massive. And they can't really compete there, Sweden, with that, can they? And mind you, that might have some hope of unblocking them, but we're going to take a hit there. So we have to invest very wisely here next. So I think we will invest here, I think, in Glasgow. And then we shall stop there. We won't repair any or recruit any more here. Is there any others here? That's going to cost us quite a bit there. 145. What's going to give us 268? Any men here in Edinburgh that came to the aid of Edinburgh? Can we repair, replenish any of these? I wonder. There. That's going to cost a lot. Yeah, 557. So we'll just repair. Oh, look at these. Look at that. What a wonderful sight. I think we'll replenish the 47th Regiment here. I think that's earned the right there. And we'll just stop that right there. Again, keeping ourselves out of the under the radar, as it were, of anybody else. 3 more turns until that's ready there. What's our internal income? 11,000 tax income. Oh, we've got a magnificent treasury there. Wonderful. It's a constitutional monarchy, so we can't pull anybody out of here. Mind you, we've got some fantastic cabinet ministers. We really do. Popularity's going up, which is great, probably because we're not involved in any wars. We've got a government chambers being built here, so that will definitely increase our bonus tax income. 12%. We're trying to really squeeze every single penny we can out of here. 10,000 for Somerset House. We can't afford that just yet. Naval College would enable us to really up our naval facilities quite significantly, but we can't afford that. Mind you, that might get a Royal Academy there, that might help us, but again, we have to pinpoint and absolutely put our resources where we can here. What's that there? So I think Waterford will definitely be next after Glasgow here has finished, which is 3 turns. We're going to try and squeeze everything we can out of our trade. Is there anybody else we can trade with here? Let's have a quick look. Savoy, they're hostile to us though. No, they don't want to know at all, do they? We can't. Ottoman Empire are hostile towards us. I don't know why. Probably because we didn't help them down here. But what can we do with the research? Oxford can't besiege anything else at all as we get some of these things upgraded here. That's 4,000 for an army board. The gunnery school is 3,000. Again, we can't do anything here, but we do need some 12-pounders in here. Mind you, these armies are very well equipped. We're looking more for our economic boost than anything, so we might invest in a classical university sooner rather than later, just to be able to open up some of these, especially national debt. And also here, Wealth of Nations. Look at that. If we can get to Wealth of Nations, we might invest in that eventually. Let's see how close I was going on here, because it really is going to be important what we look at. Look how many. And they must be at war with Spain as well. Look at that general. He is absolutely the pinnacle of his power there. These armies have been involved in some pretty brutal combat. Cool. Let's end the turn there. We're just checking as well what's happening down here in Madrid and Lisbon, just to see, just in case we do ever get the opportunity to strike against Spain. If we do get that opportunity, then we will be taking it. But we just, again, it's all about the gathering of intelligence, my friends. The gathering information. Information is always key to things like this. If you know what's happening out in the outside world, in the sort of the farther reaches of the world, it gives you that time to plan and strike if the opportunity arises. You're able then to strike with clinical precision, my friends, with surgical precision, and takes these regions off many of the superpowers without them even realizing what's happened, and with maximum efficiency. But we're not ready to do that yet. It's Poland. I wonder what Sweden will do to respond to this Russian aggression. Poland, Ottomans, who I think, my friends, might be on the brink of total collapse. It's Russia, Sweden. I don't know, that's pretty dodgy. We want to keep ourselves with as few enemies as possible. I'm just going to stop that there. I'm not going to get involved in any outside wars. It might seem harsh, but we have to look after Britain's interests here. Persia. And pirates. Right, that seemed like pretty uneventful. -1 here, +1 happiness, nobility, -1 lower class, lewd. No sense of shame. Ooh, now that is a nice ship to get indeed. Let's add it to our main fleet here. 3396 2527. Why is that shrunk here? Because now Poland-Lithuania's been hit. Unbelievable. Who's hitting Poland here? Ah, these down here, of course, isn't it? Spain. And Sweden's been hit as well. Oh, it looks like France is going for Hanover here. If they could take Hanover, they would then be in striking distance here. Mind you, they've taken Munich. They've taken Munich here. That's a heck of a fight they've got there. We've got France down in Egypt here. We've got France in Tripolina. We've got Malta here. Knights of St. John. Some pretty strong armies on that small island there. Wow. We've got Spain here as well. Good grief, look at these fleets they've got. Okay, I think we're going to just save a bit of money here. 111, we've got 11,112. We're going to be hit pretty bad here by this trade blockade. See if we can save some money just in case. How's that doing here? 2 more turns. Royal Observatory, what will that give us? +8 town, not just yet. 4 turns. We're going to wait to bide our time. Ooh, look at that there. Here in Belfast, that's pretty important to us as well. Right, let's end the turn here. Try and keep an eye on what's going on here in Central Europe between France and Poland. France. two absolute behemoths fighting each other. And what will France do here? Oh, wait a minute. Did Vienna just fall? Vienna just fell to the French. Whoa. Could we be seeing Poland disintegrating? They've taken Hungary as well, France. And Vienna. I wonder if Sweden comes along, we might take that military alliance with them. Wow. Could we take some of Poland's territories here? Maybe Berlin might fall to us. But only if we had a military alliance with Sweden. But that might drag us. Oh, look at that! Stockholm has fallen to Russia. Oh, look at that! That is unbelievable. Could Sweden be falling apart? And if we were to take Copenhagen, this would put us in. Right, we are taking. Oh, it's a difficult choice. Ooh, excellent. Ooh, excellent. 7,000. Oh, Mughal Empire's opened back up again. Ottoman. Sweden's opened back up again. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, what's happened there? Russia's still at war. Here as well. But look at that. France have taken Vienna. Wow. And they've taken Hungary as well. That would mean here. Berlin would be perfect. We're going to move this gentleman up to here. It's a long way to come, but we're going to move him up this way. Oh, look at this. We can absolutely upgrade everything here. Do we put this into a classical university? This would give us... I think we have to invest in a classical university, I think. Let's do it. Let's get our research up. 4,180. That is nice. Almost done as well. We really are, my friends, really squeezing out everything we can here from this. But we're watching this with interest. I wonder if we can maybe get ourselves a little bit of a potential. France is very friendly with us here. But they're at war with a lot of people. Persia, Ottomans, Mughal Empire. Could we get an alliance with... I don't know if we can get an alliance with France. No, we can't. We need to get peace with Louisiana. Oh, they don't like us at all, do they? Let's see if we can give them just... No, they're not going to bother with us at all. Wait a minute. We get... Nope, they don't want to know either. Prussia is completely cut off, they don't have the facilities. Oh, they're in deep trouble. Prussia are in big trouble there. Who's Prussia's allies? They got no allies at all, Prussia. And they're indifferent to us anyway. I wonder if we could strike against Prussia here. But not going to give us a great deal, is it really? We're going to see, watch with interest what happens here. Let's end this turn here. Let's see what happens. France is an absolute monster here in this. It is just absolutely pile driving through through Poland. There could even be a conflict between France and Russia. We're going to take Scandinavia for ourselves. I wonder if we could take Scandinavia. Mind you, we probably come into conflict then with France. We have to watch the diplomatic situation here. Let's think this through. If France takes out Poland and there's a conflict between Russia and France and we get peace with Louisiana, we might be able to ally with France and take out Scandinavia here from Russia potentially. Let's see how this war pans out though first. Poland are up to something, but we don't know what. Russia might be crushing in Sweden here. We've got to try and stay out of the wars as long as we possibly can. No. Public servant. So who was that then? We must have lost. Must have lost an agent here. Or service in government. Oh no. One of the ministers has died. Ah, the naval lord. First Order Admiralty I think has died. That's fine. Oh, look at that. Excellent. 4219. Ottoman Empire still, and so is Poland. Okay, once again, we're going to keep ourselves. But the internal economy must grow quickly as well. 11,602. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what's going to give us the best return for our money here. 600 here. 900 there in York. What about here in Dundee? 900. $450 opens up more trade routes for us about here as well. Only 300 here. So what if we got some here from Waterford? I think might be best for us. We do need to invest in our internal economy as well to keep that going. What about here? 300 here from Newcastle. So again, we're going to keep that. From York, I think we'll have York as our water-powered cloth mill going into production. Trade income is boosted quite significantly there. Nice to see. Oh, that's why that's done there. That's why. But again, we have to find that equilibrium, my friends, a fine balancing act here. 4219. Well, since we've got it, let's do the commercial port here as well in Waterford, and let's really push our... And as soon as the Classical University is ready here in Cambridge, we can really then put a lot of money into Wealth of Nations. If we get joint stock companies, we can. So we're going to really push that sort of philosophical sort of research as well to really boost our income here. But by damn, France is really battering its way through a lot of the land here. Look at that, and they've even withdrawn a lot of troops here, Poland, from Trieste. Where's our spy? Keep that going. Let's keep everything ticking over here. Can we just try and get some peace with them, I wonder? No, they're still not interested at all. Let's end the turn. Wait a minute, is St. Petersburg in Swedish hands? We might try and get a military alliance with Sweden, because they're also allied with France, and that's going to be a pretty powerful coalition there. If we can help Sweden against Russia, maybe we can send them some technology as well. That might be helping in our favour to keep them in good, in good sort of order against Russia. Poland. If only Spain wasn't besieging Poland down here. Our income would just shoot through the roof. Ottomans, Russia. Mind you, that Russian fleet has taken a real battering here. Mughal Empire. Hanover, Denmark, Venice. That's one to morale in battles, that's good. Only 4,000, 6,132. Poland is hang on a minute. Does that mean they're now at peace with each other? No, but they must have opened up another port somewhere. That's going to bring in a huge amount. Look at that. 14,000 there, 29,000 there. Because we've kept our army size exactly the same. We haven't adjusted it at all. Got the army board here. We're not going to go for anything to do with the army at all just yet. We probably can just bring one of these back up to full strength as well, I think. Just in preparation for anything in the future. I'm not going to invest in that just yet. That's ready there. That's quite a lot there from Belf. Actually, we need to invest in our naval forces here. That's a pretty big investment there, which we can't really afford. We can afford that one though. We can do that there. I know that brings not a lot much else, but we can at least start building our fleet up a little bit here, bit by bit. Getting ourselves quite the potent fleet here. That's pretty potent there, that fleet. So we're going to start building that up. Remember, bit by bit, my friends, we've got to pull ourselves up from almost extinction. We almost lost everything. We really did. Look at that. They've taken Ingria here. That is a staggering take there by Sweden. It really is. You've got to applaud their audacity for doing that. Let's see what's happening up around here. God, France is bringing in so much. It really is. Look at that. That is a staggering amount of money going into Paris. And they must have lost a lot of... Oh my goodness me, they lost a lot of ships there in that fleet. Right, I think what we might try and do... Sweden are very friendly with us. Okay, they don't want to know, but I wonder if we just help them out here with carronades. Let's give them that. No, they don't want to know at the moment. They offered us, we turned it down, which is fair enough. We can't be too annoyed by that. They did offer it, we turned them down. Bit by bit, the hostility is going down here. But again, we just have to bide our time. We're not going to be doing anything rash, nothing too silly here at all. Keep everything under control. So there's not a lot of action going on, but we're just making sure that things are going to go our way in terms of when everything is right, when the situation is right, we are able to strike out. Russia there. France is making a huge amount there from Russia. Absolutely a huge amount. If Sweden can take back Stockholm, they are going to be in pretty good position against the Russians. Right, let's end the turn. Let's see what happens here. France. What are you going to be doing, France? What is your overall goal here? Will it be pushing further into Polish territory here? I wonder. Looks like they've absolutely crushed Hanover here. If they could take Hanover, they would be within striking distance of Berlin. That would solidify Sweden's hold here, because then they would have quite a powerful ally here. Wow, whatever they're doing, they are possibly building up quite substantial forces here. If we can just move up to here with our spy and find out what's going on along here. Berlin and Dresden would be, what a take that would be for us. It would be fantastic. Wow, France are doing quite a lot here. Look at all this here. There's quite a lot going on here. Oh, look at that. It's there now. That means this is blockaded. It means we've lost Poland's That income there has been stopped there. Drats. It looks like they're going to try and take Königsberg. Wow. Plot thickens, my friends. Plot thickens. Good grief. That's a lot happening right there. Spain now. Poland. Oh, they've pushed that out of there. Russia. What? I'm afraid I'm not going to do that. I'll take a military alliance. But we're not going to be giving regions. That's okay, that's fine. They're not getting Scotland. We're not going to get Finland here. And now winter has struck here. I'm surprised they didn't do anything more here. Look at that there. That's going to really hit our income, and it has. Oh, Spain's been hit as well. What the blazes? Oh, by Poland. Jeepers creepers. And this is why we have to make the best we can of our income here. I think we'll invest here as well in Belfast and see what that brings us. Hopefully this will, one more turn for that comes in, 2 more turns in that water powered cloth mill. How long until this is built? 1 more turn. Still hostile with us. Can we maybe get a trade agreement with them? Nope, they're not interested at all. But Louisiana, can we get peace with them? Maybe we can send them something to just to ease. Let's just send them that just to see. Now they're indifferent. No. Maybe that'll turn them the other way here. Sweden's been hit pretty hard here, but they've taken this here. Take St. Petersburg, that's a pretty big take right there from them. Let's stop. Let's keep on moving. Oh, that's a lot of forces. And look at this. Westphalia. That's a lot of troops. Mind you, they're only single regiments here. They probably combine them into more of a whole eventually, but this is a fascinating war here. Absolutely fascinating war. It's in the turn there. France, what will it do now? I think France is slowly crushing Poland to death here, to be honest with you. We've said that in the past before about other nations, and they've suddenly bounced back and fought back quite vigorously. But France really does have a massive power base. Not only does it control most of North America and some of South America, but it controls a good part of Europe as well. if not all of Europe, bar a few regions. So it really is quite the behemoth here, the titan. Ah, they've left this alone here. Wonder where they've moved to. Are they going to move back to port and potentially pick up other troops? Prussia. Poland. Can Poland respond here to the French aggression? Russia. Sweden, nothing from Louisiana, nothing. New Spain, Persia. Excellent, another port is up and running in Ireland. Wonderful to see, look at that, 6255. Now it looks like Poland, yes it has, and Spain, yes, Spain's got his act together as well, excellent. Look at that, first ship of the line here. First rate ship of the line is our first one. Look at that, what a beautiful sight. I shall join the main fleet here in Bristol. Now we're starting to put together quite the fleet here. Again, bit by bit. Now I've got 4,203. Whoa, some regions aren't happy here at all, are they? Camera form is 11. That is exceptional. So if one of these move out here, could be in quite big trouble here. We can recruit, but we're not going to be aiming our forces here at all. What about here in Ireland? Oh my goodness me. That does not look good at all. So, oh look at that. We don't have metal roads at all here. I think we should recruit the Royal Irish Regiment in here. Just to bring some stability here to this region. We are not going to be losing Dublin at all. Or Ireland for that matter. And in fact, I think what we might do is even send these gentlemen up there. Mind you, I don't really want to... Mind you, they can go in garrison duty, they're not doing anything else. So they can in fact go up here and they can garrison Dublin, Ireland, along with the Irish Guards are going to be coming out of there. So in fact what we will do is we'll cancel that there. Because we don't need that, especially if we're sending these gentlemen up here. I'm going to keep that under firm control. Where is our... There he is. Oh, look at that, we're travelling right through the war zone here. That's okay. We've got a Polish strike force here. Hanover's ripe for the taking, to be honest with you. But look at the fighting going on in here. How are things here? Are they still at war? They are indeed. We need to get peace with Louisiana if we can. It's only minus 13 now. That's fine. We shall send more technology to them. We shall send that to them. We're just going to keep them really nice and, you know, on our side as best we can here, protected of France. We need to get, if we can get allied with France, it really would give us a really nice, secure position here, where we could probably even might go against. Those are Russia's enemies. I got a trade partner here with France. Not going to lose that in any hurry. And the allies are Ottoman Empire. Their allies are New Spain and Genoa, so Poland could possibly be a real potential where we could hit here, because if we get alliance with France, we might be able to hit Berlin and Dresden, and that would bring quite a hit here to Poland's position here. I think we've got enough here really to with Spain's alliance. So nothing that would really affect us. Can't get an alliance either, because we've got an alliance with the Mughal Empire. How are they doing? Oh my word, they are absolutely thriving here. What about over here? Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Have they taken any more here? No, they haven't. They're just... I mean, they're sat on an absolutely vast empire, France. We need to be allied with France. If we're going to attack Poland, we need to be allied with France. We want that additional military alliance, if we can get it. 6153. We're still keep up to 12,000 here, but that's gone up as well to 21,000. Got to keep a real close eye on that there. I really do have to keep a close eye on what we're doing here. I think probably this commercial port will be next here. After Belfast is finished building. Right, let's end the term of friends and see what happens here. France. My word, they really do stretch absolutely massively into Eastern Europe now. They really are on the border of Eastern Europe, and if they get to Eastern Europe, it could spell the end of Poland. Remember, they got the other titan of Spain on their side as well. Spain, let's see what Spain gets up to. I'm not sure it's going to really do very much. Hopefully just keep its borders clear. But Poland, what are Poland going to do? Ottomans, who just seem to be absolutely just stuck as they are, to be honest with you. There's been no movement at all. Now Russia... Wait a minute, Russia's taken... What? No, I think we're going to reject that off, because Sweden is about to be completely and utterly taken absolutely whole here. Oh my gosh, Russia has moved into there. That is on our doorstep. Excellent. Ooh, we've got that research. Oh, Prussia and Poland, Lithuania, what? No, 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 no.
No one will know.
Oh, 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 oh. Look at that there. Dresden is almost ripe for the taking here. Look at that. if we could take Berlin, we would... Oh, they're getting fortified settlements here. That's a massive army. But my word, they really are hanging on by a thread. If we could take Dresden as well. Because Spain are right on the doorstep here. But we want to do it in conjunction with France, if France, I beg your pardon, my friends. And of course we wouldn't be able to get alliance with them anyway. Let's see if we can get an alliance with... Even then they're not, even then it doesn't sit right with them at all. We can't upset. They've taken Norway as well. Copenhagen is going to go... That's fine, we'll just keep ourselves out of that for the meantime. Oxford can now work on joint stock companies, which will give us... Yes, quite nice there, I think. We're going to move these troops into position. I don't think we're going to be losing those, thank you very much. What we might do is increase the tax level here for the nobility. They can take that hit to nobility, I think. Clamour for reform is really going to hit us hard here. To get the Royal Academy, that would really bring things into focus there. 3 more turns there. Now, power loom. Look at that. Not too bad at all there. Separation of powers. Do we need to get an army board up and running? But we not just yet. Not yet, my friends. We have to stay disciplined here. What we're doing. Now, what I think we'll go for this here. I think for a water-powered cloth loom. 6274. Just trying to find where we could strike. We can't hit down here. Persia is fighting Russia here. I wouldn't mind to confront Russia, to be honest with you, but it would put us in great danger. They've taken Finland. They've taken Norway, I beg your pardon. They've taken Sweden. We've got Poland here. If we get our hands on Berlin, it would be fantastic. It really would. But my friends, I'm gonna probably ask, what your advice would be here. I know many think I'm stuck here at the moment with what I've got here, but if I could just do this right here, we could come out of this pretty well here. I am sort of erring on the way of maybe going against Russia here, because mind you, they're bringing in quite a lot of money for us here, Russia, and we're very, very friendly with them. Persia, very friendly with Persia. Nice to St. John. I wonder if we were to move down into here, maybe. Genoa. Who's Genoa's friends? Oh, good grief, they're allied with some really powerful forces here. Courland, oh, they're protector of Poland. I think that probably the best bet for us is to hit Poland at some point and try and take this for ourselves. At some point we're going to stand on our own 2 feet here. Right there, that army's then going to be fully replenished here in London. Exactly what we need. And then we will be bringing this Edinburgh garrison as well up to full strength. There's not much left to do here. Just these gentlemen here at the 44th. This will be the last turn, my friends, of this episode. Let's end the turn there. Let's see where that takes us. France. Wait, that's a Dutch army there. That's Dutch rebels. I wonder if France would take Dresden. We can't afford to aggravate France either. Oh, look what's just turned up there. Look what's just turned up there. In Königsberg. Prussia. Oh, look at the size of that Prussian army. They're going to go for Berlin. I wonder if we'd go up against Russia at some point. Poland's turned up here. Oh, plot thickens, my friends, plot thickens. They've kicked out that French navy there. Russia. What will Russia do? Sweden, Louisiana. Hanover, Denmark, Pueblo Nations. Pirates. I wonder if this Dutch force will go for Netherlands. Oh no, they've taken it back. I don't believe it. They've taken back Amsterdam. Wow. Oh, look at that for naval administration. Excellent. 522. Brilliant. Oh, look at that. 13,000 now. That's gone up massively there. Oh, look at that. Trade, my friends. Trade. Look at that. 6117. Brilliant. I wonder if we can... plug bayonet. Socket bayonet, fire by rank, condensed marching. Let's help out the Dutch here. Let's help out the Dutch. Let's see if that'll help them against France. We're just going to keep our distance here, but we're going to stir the pot from a distance, my friends. We're going to stir the muddy waters, as it were. Look at that force there. That is a pretty strong force right there. And they're heading straight for Berlin. But looks like Sweden is getting his act together here. What does Sweden need any more help here? Can they? Oh, they've got everything they need here. God, their enemies are massive. Just unfriendly here now, minus 37. Still not interested at all. No, they really don't like us at all there, do they? Louisiana, take out Louisiana down here. But we can't stir up the sort of the ire. They're going to have no allies, but they're protected from Spain. If we attack, they're very friendly with us. We do have quite the trade agreement with here. We could take out these two islands here, in Leeward Islands and Trinidad and Tobago. We could take out these two pirate islands. That really would give us a foothold here. And that's the... wait a minute, the two Ottoman Empire regions here as well. Keep our options open right there, I think. But let me know what you think, my friends. Remember, this is just the episode when we're taking to take a few turns, a few years, should I say, to get ourselves on our economy really firing on all cylinders here, absolutely pushing it out. So it doesn't look like we're doing much, but we're just going to be pushing this economy as best we possibly can here, really firing it as pushing all of our economy, getting all we can here, bit by bit, building up all these things here. So we really are ready. So when things come along, we can ready to strike. Probably best if we go for this water-powered cloth mill here. How long for this now? Just 3 more turns here. And we've got everything up to maximum here. So we're going to go for one in Manchester here. That brings all our internal economy as best we can do at the moment until we can get something like a steam engine, which will drive that up pretty nicely there. We've got one coming in there, 6117. Oh, good grief. Spain's been hit, Ottoman Empire's, Persia's been hit. Wow. That's some big hits there to our economy and our trade there. Who has hit Spain then? Where's Spain have been hit? Ah, it's on fire. That's why. They haven't repaired it. And what about here? No, that's still open, still functioning. But again, we're going to build up our fleet as well. You don't really have a lot here, but they're upgrading this to commercial basin. I wonder if Sweden's going to counterattack here against Russia and take back what was theirs. They still hold on to quite a few of these, and they could just move this army up here and take Stockholm back. You never know. Sweden might come back here with a vengeance. God, they're at war with a lot of people, but their allies are pretty big as well. But my friends, I'm going to end this episode right here, my friends. It's not been eventful in terms of what we've been doing in terms of fighting, but remember, we're going to take a good couple of years to get ourselves back on an even keel. Remember, we were on the brink of extinction, and I mean Britain absolutely being completely wiped out. I mean, we literally didn't have anything at all. Our economy was in the doldrums. We didn't have any money. We had nothing whatsoever, and we have bit by bit pulled ourselves around by our shoelaces. We really have pulled our socks up here and really dug in deep here, keeping ourselves out of wars, keeping ourselves on an even keel diplomatically with everybody, giving people technology they don't have, like we've already given the Dutch here some really lot of technology. Try and keep them in the fight here if they can hold off these two French forces here, and keep hold of Amsterdam. Who knows what might come out of here. Maybe we might see a resurgence here of the Dutch, and maybe they'll give the French here a bit of a beating here, which might just serve our purposes here. We want all of these nations to be at war with each other because it keeps their eyes away from us. But also we might, hopefully Sweden will take back against Russia here, because we don't really want Russia, only a brief sort of stop across the North Sea, and they're already in Britain, so we've got to be very, very careful here what we're doing. But we are securing ourselves economically, and hopefully if we do that, we can get ourselves, our military up and running quite nicely, and then my friends, we can really see what we can do here and may push out against one of the greater sort of, maybe possibly even against Spain. Mind you, look at that Spanish fleet there and that. Oh my goodness me. So we do need to invest in our fleet as well. We've got to try and get this fleet up to a full stack fleet, full stack navy, with some very nice, we actually probably got enough for a full stack navy actually here. But again, we've got to keep them in ports here to make sure they can guard them pretty well. Mind you, it's probably best we brought... No, gentlemen, please. I might bring this navy into here. That is not a bad fleet at all. Not a bad fleet whatsoever. What's that going to cost us right there? Don't have enough here. That's going to cost about 4,000 to do that. We do need a naval commander. But my friends, I can end this episode here. We've got quite a lot going on here indeed. Not that we're directly involved in, but we're just keeping an eye on what's going on here. Looks like that Prussia might move in against Berlin, maybe take their capital back off the Polish. But who knows what's going to happen, my friends, but we shall be in the middle of it when it does happen. And maybe we can take advantage of this. I would really like to go against Russia. I really would like to hit Russia pretty hard, to be honest with you. But Russia does bring in a great deal of our income. Comes from Russia. That 2296, we would lose a massive chunk of our income. So again, we have to be very, very careful what we're doing here. But who knows what will happen, but whatever happens, we'll be ready when it does. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode, my friends. If you have, please comment, like, and subscribe. And if any of you would like to be named as a general, please let me know in the comments, my friends. We've got a few armies here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 armies here, possibly a 5th here as well. So if you've got that, if you'd like to be a general in these armies, let me know, my friends. We'll include. You'll be promoted here in the British campaign. Who knows where that might lead us to? Who knows, my friends? But I'm going to end it here. I hope you're having a great week so far, my friends. Whatever you're doing, please be safe, please be careful, and I shall speak to you all soon. But until then, next time, my friends, I can promise you probably much more in the way of upgrading our economy and possibly building another army, maybe if we got the facilities, and definitely building more of a navy. We're going to see how the wars here in Europe play out. But until next time, my friends, bye for now.